on submit client script. So we will understand when exactly the on submit client script will run. As we already know, on load client script will run every time when you load the form. Every time when you load the form, the on load client script will run. On change client script will run whenever you are making a change on any field. Let us say if you are actually changing something on the caller field, the on change client script is running and it is actually changing the values. So on change client script will run every time when you change something on particular field. So today we are going to discuss about on submit client script. On submit will run before the form submission, before you click on save, before you click on submit, the on submit client script will run. Okay. So we will try to understand the requirement clearly. We will try to understand the requirement clearly here. Okay. Now I am going to create, I don't want to create any field here. We have actually category, subcategory here. Before the form submission, I want to check whether the category and subcategory fields are filled in or not. Remember the requirement here clearly. Before the form submission, I want to check whether the category and subcategory fields are filled in or not. Okay. So rather than making these fields mandatory at dictionary level or client scripts, he is actually checking before the form submission whether these two fields are filled in or not. He want to check. Customer want to check. For that, I am going to write on submit client script. Okay. Hope you guys are clear with the requirement. Just before the form submission, I want to check whether these two fields are filled in or not. If these two fields are filled in, I will actually submit. I will actually allow the form to submit. If these two fields are not filled in, I don't want to submit the form. If these two field values are filled in, I will allow them to submit the form. If these two values are not filled in, I don't want to allow the form to be submitted. I am going to write on submit client script, configure client scripts. Okay, here type I am actually selecting on submit. Okay, pick category and subcategory. Okay. Now I am going to save this client script. This will run just before the form submission, remember. So first I am actually taking these two values, category value, subcategory value. How do you take the values of category and subcategory values in the client scripts? Can any one of you guys come up and tell me how do you get the values of category and subcategory?
Current dot.
Am I audible to you guys?
Yes, sir. So
So
G
how do you?
underscore.
So I am actually declaring a variable here where cat is equal to G underscore form dot
Get value.
So field name of the category is U underscore category. Okay, I am actually taking the value of category field. Secondly, I am actually taking the value of
Subcategory.
okay, I am taking the value of subcategory. U underscore subcategory. Okay. So I am taking these two values here. Okay. I am actually checking if any of these fields are empty. So category equal to empty, or so we know right what is end, what is R. do you all know what is and what is or?
Yes, sir.
Or means if any of these two fields are empty. End means if those two fields are empty. Okay. So I am actually taking this subcategory variable here equal to empty. Okay. If these two are any of these two are empty, so the condition will satisfy true. If the condition satisfies true, it will actually come inside the if. Inside the if, I am actually keeping another condition as well. Inside the if, I am actually writing another condition. If both are not filled in, if both are empty, so I am actually writing end condition here in this case. Okay. And I am actually keeping another condition as well. If one field is filled in, another field is not filled in. So category equal to empty, subcategory not equal to empty. So here, right, subcategory is not filled in and subcategory is filled in. Again, I am writing another condition. Category is filled in. Subcategory is still empty. Okay. So conditions you are clear, right? Logic you are clear, right? See, the script will be satisfied. First, I am actually checking any of those two fields are empty. And again, I am actually checking if two fields are empty. If only category is empty, if subcategory is only empty, so the logic part you are clear, right? So here what am I doing is g underscore form dot set mandatory comma true. Okay. If those two values are not filled in, we have to stop the form submission, right? To stop the form submission, we will use return false statement. Return false statement. We will use return false statement. To stop the form submission, we will use return false statement. Remember, guys. Okay. And also, I want to show a field message on those two fields. G underscore form dot show field message. Comma comma message. I am using return false statement as well here. Okay. Now, how exactly I have written the script, you are able to understand, right? I have actually, so I am going to refresh this one. I'm going to refresh this one. Okay, I have actually filled in the assignment group here. So I am trying to submit this one. Just before the form submission, the on submit line script will run. It will check whether the category and subcategory fields are filled in or not. It has stopped the form submission. It has stopped the form submission. It says it has made the field mandatory and says category is mandatory, subcategory is mandatory. Okay. Suppose I have actually filled this one. So let me just refresh this one. Suppose so I am going to save this one. Okay. So let me just fill one. I am going to save this one. Subcategory is not filled. Subcategory is not. Suppose you have filled in subcategory, you haven't filled in category. So before the form submission, it has actually checked. So how did we stop the form submission, guys? Can any one of you guys tell me?
Could you please repeat the question, sir?
How did we stop the form submission?
We didn't fill category and subcategory.
So I did stop the form submission using return false statement. This return false line will actually stop the form submission. Okay. If I comment out this line, right? If I comment out this line, if I refresh this one, so I'm going to refresh it again. So now, right, I am actually filling these values. I'm going to save this one. So it will not stop the form submission. It has not stopped the form submission. Return false will actually stop the form submission. Hope you guys got the difference. Hello?
Yes.
Is it clear?